What's going on, people? I'm back once again, Thursday Plantation. I'm your host, Larry Mizell Jr. Tonight we're down here in the basement with my man, Mr. Hill. What's going on? Mr. Hill, you might know from his production work, most notably the Gray Skull album that came out on Rhymesayers last year, Dead Livers. Look out for that one. And a lot of other upcoming shit you're going to hear about tonight. So let's get into it. Okay, so the news this week, we got a couple interesting items. You might have heard about a song that came out from Jin, or Jin the MC, battle champ and former Rough Rider who announced he was retiring last year. He just released a song called Fuck Jay-Z, which is interesting because it's not a Cameron-style Jay-Z diss, but rather an examination of how you can release a song saying fuck A or B and get a lot of burn off the strength of that.
You know what's funny? I just thought about the same thing. It's like, I could do fuck Nirvana.
Right.
Get on search terms, Mr. Hill, fuck Nirvana.
Right.
Somebody looks that shit up on Google. Solid.
Yeah, see? You're like, what are they bringing to the table? Fuck this guy? Fuck that guy? I need to hear more.
Nah, that shit's whack, though.
It is whack. And it's whack that Jin would even go there, especially for the fact that he tries to put on blast people that do the same thing when that's exactly what he's doing. So I don't know if it's kind of postmodern or too deep for my simple mind. I'm unfrozen caveman, but honestly, I thought it was kind of whack. Nice try, Jin. Hopefully you'll sell some records next year.
Didn't he retire, though?
Next up, surprise, surprise, DJ K Slay, that's right, your boy, the Drama King, went as far as to say that he will slap any New York MC that gets down with snap music. Now, this is a sentiment I can appreciate simply because I fucking hate snap music.
What is that, anyway?
Okay, Laffy Taffy? Ain't that Laffy Taffy? That Laffy Taffy, what? Ain't that? Okay, it's a terrible fucking song. It's a new crop of terrible song. Basically, the whole idea behind this snap music, which is out of Atlanta and originated at a place called the Pool Palace in Atlanta. The whole idea is it's rap music, but it's got snapping. And they claim that it's a whole musical movement. Let me tell you something. You don't take a currently running musical genre, add a snap, and call it a different fucking type of music. That's fucking idiotic. And he produced a lot of stupid music. I got a lot of love for the South and the music coming out of there, you feel me? But no time for the snap music. Check this out. Your boy Suge Knight has signed a new rapper. Yes, not the biggest news in the world, but it's kind of interesting because he's finally completed his quest of trying to start a Death Row East, which he's been rumored to have started for years, since well before the assassinations, if you will, of Biggie and Tupac. He has signed Lake, a notable rapper from Queensbridge, known for being part of Nas's camp and taking shots at Mobb Deep and allegedly knocking the Alchemist the fuck out. Well, apparently he's signed to Death Row East and is looking forward to coming out with Suge's handprint all over it. Last but certainly not least, in the category of collabos you thought you'd never see, looks like 50 Cent and the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, will be doing a song together.
Finally.
Now you're wondering how this came about. I know you are. This came about because the G-Unit DJ Who Kid, that guy, he was out in Dubai,
Which is out by Jersey.
So apparently that's how it went down. He met Michael Jackson in a club in the extremely rich Middle Eastern country of Dubai, where Michael Jackson is, by the way, building a mosque and running around in skin-tight jumpsuits scaring the ladies and the children. The thing is, 50 Cent and Michael Jackson, they're going to be doing a cut together, and what is that all about? Who's to say? All I know is I'm a little scared about Michael Jackson being out there. I think he's probably going to finance a whole war against the West. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be ironic? Watch out, America. You created a monster. So, speaking on the King of Pop, fuck that. We're going to take it to the basement where we keep it grimy. I'm down here with my man's Mr. Hill. Hill, let's see some of your music, see what you've been doing lately.
Gray Skull.
Bam.
This is another record that I did right here. I probably first started making beats on the MPC in, I think it's 97. 97? Yeah. So, and that was through my buddy Putney Swope,
right,
which is back out in New York now. But he was on a late one night, and I woke up on the couch, and he tossed the MPC on the couch and went to bed. I was like, oh shit, you know, because he had just bought it and all that. So the first thing I did was plugged it in. I was wanting to fuck with that all night. After that, it's just like tearing through records and all the bullshit dollar records you can get at Goodwill. And I mean, I still don't buy records for, you know, $10, $15, $20 records. I mean, it's $1.
Right.
You know, it's like, it's $1. So this is at normal speed. This is like a junk record. It's like 49 cents. But that's part of making beats, is finding the gems.
Right.
And sample, you know, preference and all that stuff and what you see out of it. Because if you made beats and you heard this record, you would probably just pass on it. So.
She wore an SEG when she came back home like the cat that ate the canary. And I stood befuddled, a chauvinist with his mistress quite contrary.
So there's that. Then we go back to the MPC. On this one, it's got a couple basses, some hits off the record, like little spots. That's in there. Little shaker action. That's actually in there. You just can't hear that though. So actually, there's a clap. That's what it is right there. So there's that. So these guys recorded it, and then actually wrote the hook on the way to the studio. So this is what this became, though.
I'm reason, I'm recruit. These phantoms will come in. I'm reason, I'm recruit. These phantoms will come in. American Express card says Gothica. Wear some black lipstick on certain occasions. Take first place in a pageant like Jean Bonnet. Be found in the basement dead the next day. Choke a best friend with a jawbreaker perhaps.
What have you been working on? You got like mad projects on your hands.
I've got, you know, actually, I thought about that before you got here, and there's a lot of stuff. New Gray Skull, new Boom Bap that we're gonna start doing once they get back from Europe. Cool Keith, Acrobatic. There's, let's see, JFK still, and another something, and then POS, Barfly. Let's see.
That's gonna be pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that'll be actually pretty fun because both those guys are pretty much like the same guy. My Snaps thing just dropped, and then
Tell us a little bit about that.
I just compiled up a bunch of stuff that, you know, people I've been working with over the years actually, and then had a bunch of songs, and then certain people were wanting to record new songs.
Right.
So we just like pretty much threw it together, and that's what it is.
Right on. So like new joints and fucking gems that fell through the cracks and shit.
It's a whole bunch of different styles of beats and different styles of rhyming and that. So it actually, I was happy with it. This is actually something else that, I'll show you the cover on this one. This is some funny shit. Actually, when I went and listened to this again, I was just like, what the hell was I doing? But it all worked out.
Right. Do you work better just kind of off the cuff like that?
Oh, hell yeah, for sure. But there's certain records that I'll find just like, you listen to them and you know exactly what you want to do with them. So, but yeah, this is the original regular version of this sample. You know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, right. Is that called Never Sleep Again?
It's After Hours. So this is another beat that we were, I think we were actually doing the Dead Lovers record, and Henri and Barfly were out on the road with Aberud. I think up in Canada. They were
Right.
somewhere, and Henri hits me up from the road and was just like, "Hey man, I still got this one beat." And Aberud like was listening to your beat CD in the tour van and fell asleep. And he woke up and he was like, "This is it. I got this. Like, even if you guys don't use it, I need to use this because I just like dreamt this whole hookup, listening to this beat on repeat." So this is what this turned into.
Come on, oh, come on. Step up in the cypher at our beck and call. Hear me, MC's gonna fall. Nobody knows the trouble I saw. 1, 2, Abby's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. As you lay down to sleep, the mind drifts into a black hole deep. Spirit leaves the body. Tales from the hood give you demon nights on Elm Street. Code name, know it's claws and not scissor hands.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, it's like Ab likes to harmonize over stuff,
Right.
and there's certain beats that I don't realize. I guess when I'm making them, or but there's certain artists that I work with that always want to like sort of chime in and like sing the hook, not necessarily sing it, but like take their vocal style and do something with the music. So
It really works for him. I've noticed that.
yeah, for sure.
You definitely have a lot of irons in the fire. You got the shit going on with MTV. I don't know if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah, that's like licensing beats to the real world,
Right,
and
right.
just kind of funny because I just laugh because I don't even have cable. I don't know. Sometimes you just get lucky,
Right.
and I mean I don't know. I believe in my shit. I'll say that I believe in my shit, and I hear a lot of other stuff out there that I think is horrible, and then there's a lot of other shit out there that's even more horrible that's on the radio.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool. As long as I'm doing what I'm doing, I don't really care.
Right.
So, and how I hooked up with certain things, like the Cool Key thing or the MTV thing. There's something else too, I forget, that's supposed to be popping. Oh, there's some of this other company out of LA for commercials.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And I've done like snowboard videos and
Right.
all kinds of crazy shit that like your music's out to the world and that. So, you don't really see a lot from that, but it's good exposure. And it's like, it's good feeling sometimes to know that, man, some cat writes me on MySpace from Japan. And it's just like, man, I just heard your 12-inch,
Right.
the one that we just did here. It's like good.
Yeah, in your basement and shit.
Yeah, it's like, man, I just played that shit in my basement.
Right.
Made it down there.
All right, you spent long enough with me. You've heard me talking shit about all the bullshit going on in hip-hop. Fine. There's going to be more next week. Tune back in. Going to have more guests. I want to thank my guest, Mr. Hill, this week. Thank you. It was good seeing some of your beat science, hearing some of your words and your thoughts on the production. Tune in next week. Fresh in your iTunes every week. It's Thursday Plantation. I'm Larry Mizell. We out. Peace.